These are the new LiteChaser 16 lenses, and they're gonna completely transform your iPhone 16 content. Starting with the Warp 1X, this lens is gonna add a mild light orb around the edges of your frame, which is a really unique look. I like to call it a scroll stopping look because you really don't see anything like it. It frames up whatever your subject is, whether it's food, kind of architecture, travel, anything. It frames it up in a really unique way that creates an absolutely astonishing composition. The next up is the Warp 2X, which is the same exact effect as the 1X, but just magnified to the max. If you're on the 1X camera with this lens, it's gonna have a very, very significant effect. Lots of orbs, lots of light scattering. If you're into that, awesome. Personally, I like using this lens at like the 1X 35mm equivalent. It's a little bit more subtle, but it's also creating this insanely dynamic composition. Next up, we have the split warp, and this is gonna be kind of along the same vibe here. You got two of the edges are gonna have that like very subtle light orb on them. And then right through the center of the frame, you're gonna have this kind of ghosting effect, which you can rotate and just create a lot of different geometric, almost looks like a light leak even in some scenarios. Just a really cool effect that's all gonna be in camera. You don't have to touch anything in post. The fourth new lens is the Refract, and this is like a kaleidoscope lens. So you throw this thing on, it's gonna be, you're looking through a kaleidoscope. It's really nice when you're shooting like in nature with like geometric patterns or natural textures. The effect is pretty strong with the 1X lens. However, I find myself shooting this lens mostly on the 2X or punching in a little bit more outside of the 2X to get a more subtle effect. Next up, we have the Shifty lens, which is another wild one. This thing's gonna create basically 5 frame repeats. The center one is gonna be in focus, and then the rest are gonna kind of ghost out. Same thing with this one. When you're at 1X, the effect is very, very strong, but it gets more subtle and a little bit more palatable, as I like to say, as you zoom in, but still a really cool, unique effect that you don't have to touch anything in post, just straight in camera. All these lenses are just gonna be Instagram scroll stopping perfection. Add 1 or 5 of these lenses to your kit and get wild.